Hey everybody, Ken Christian here, author of Your Own Worst Enemy, Breaking the Habit of Adult Underachievement, and founder of the Maximum Potential Project. And one of the things that I come across often when I'm coaching people is that they're in a situation working for somebody else, or they're trying to start a new business of their own, and they're not sure about how well who they are is fitting with what they're doing. And this is a topic that's dear to my heart because for longer than 20 years I had a private practice that was extremely enjoyable, and at some point I began to feel that I wanted to do some new things. I had developed a program for underachieving kids that became a program for underachieving adults, and all of that was very satisfactory. But at some point I wanted to get the word out to a larger degree, and so I eventually left my practice. I went to Paris, I wrote a book, and all of that was very close to my heart. It was me doing things that were intrinsically rewarding that whole period of time, but wanting to keep extending, wanting to be alive to my own creativity. Well, I came back from Paris and my book got launched, and I was actually intending to do some consulting for business, but I wound up in Sacramento, California because of my parents' health, and I've been here ever since. My father died. He had an accident and fell and broke his hip, and that's history now. My mother is now in a care facility. She has advanced stage Alzheimer's, and when I go to see her, one of the wonderful things is if it's a day when she really recognizes me and I can feel her presence. But in the midst of all this, my consulting didn't really take off the way I had anticipated, and I actually didn't enjoy it that much. And I was running out of money, and I took a position with a corporation, and many aspects of that work were satisfying, but a number weren't, especially when I began to climb farther up into higher level administrative work. My heart wasn't in it. I didn't feel satisfied. It was foreign to me. And it truly began to show up in the amount of effort I could find myself expending because I had no real interest in what I was doing. Every day I would go to work and attend lots of meetings, and it wasn't deeply satisfying. So at some point I made a transition to attempting once again to reach a larger group of people with what I do. And all during this time I've had interesting consultation opportunities. I've had chances to work with people who are developing in numerous ways, and this new direction has been extremely satisfying for me. And I wonder if you are aligned from your heart with what you're doing, because it's the most important thing. When you are aligned with your heart, then what you do is intrinsically motivating. Intrinsically motivating is it's worth doing just for itself, for its own sake. So I think what you need to do is take a look and see if there's a way you can reshape what you're doing so that more and more of it comes from the heart. Because I can tell you there's nothing more satisfying than that. And no matter how much I was financially rewarded in other situations, when I wasn't doing what I really wanted to do, when my heart truly wasn't in it, it didn't have any juice for me. Not in the way that could bring out the best in me. So I look forward to talking to you again soon. Thank you for dropping by. You can, if you like this content, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Ken Christian TV, or you can get more content from me at kenchristianonline.com or maxpotential.com. Okay, I look forward to talking to you again soon.